ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking back hits. Subscribe.
Yeah, I guess it could still be good. But right now it just looks sad.
Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another McFarlane Toys action figure review on two figures. We're looking at the Fortnite Carbide and Omega skins. Trying to get your Fortnite figures from McFarlane Toys? You can do so.
Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
And I gotta give a big thanks to McFarlane Toys for making this review possible and sending out this product to review for you guys. If you want to see the latest from them, check the link in the description below. And nice looking skins so far. I do think they both look pretty cool. You can see images right over here on the side of the packaging. And then on the back, you can see all the Fortnite figures from McFarlane Toys. 22 points of articulation. I like that. On the side, you can see Carbide and Omega. And then there they are on the top of each of the packaging. And then not much more at the bottom. So let's get to it and crack these things open. And here's Omega and Carbide out of the packaging. Both of them looking very awesome. Now, they do share the same body mold, but I think this body mold looks pretty awesome. I think out of all the skins that I've seen so far from McFarlane Toys, I think these are my favorite skins. I'm leaning a little bit more towards the Carbide because blue's my favorite color, and I really love that shiny blue paint. They get the same accessories, or the same number of accessories anyway, as the other Fortnite McFarlane Toys figures. So let's get a closer look at those, and then we'll take a closer look at Omega and Carbide. Now, both Carbide and Omega come with your standard issue McFarlane Toys Fortnite figure display base, so you could have the figures stand on these. And all these Fortnite skins come with 3 accessories because you need your parachute or your pack anyway, and then you need a gun and you need a chopping tool. So we have the chopping tool right here for Omega, which looks really good. I like it. I like the silver paint coming across the top right over here. Nice bright orange color applied to it. Plastic looks really good. Kind of has a little bit of a shimmer to it. I think that's pretty cool. Again, nice silver paint coming across the top. I really dig that. And then we have the gun right over here. Looks like a very realistic gun. I like it. Not looking too bad. Nice gunmetal kind of color right over there. It's more of a black though, but with all the lights shining on it, it kind of reflects light a lot better. Then we have the pack right over here, looking really good with the silver paint once more. I'm really digging that bright orange one more time. That's really cool. Digging that. And then for Carbide, you can see the chopping tool right here, looking really nice. Digging that. This doesn't move or anything, so that's pretty sweet. And then we get this gun that we've seen before with the Black Knight figure, so you know, doesn't look too bad. Nice paint apps once more. And then you get the pack right over here with this nice teal color, and I love that metallic blue, and the orange looks really good over the blue right there, and I love the attention to detail with these little silver bits right over there. And this is easy to plug onto the back of the figure as always, you know, just ports right on like that, so that's cool. And then on each of the figures you do get a trigger hand right over here on the right side, and then just a regular gripping hand on the left side. At some point I would like to see interchangeable hands with these Fortnite figures. So here's a look at Carbide, and man, this looks really cool. I really like that mask a lot. Nice flat white paint right there, and then you have a darker blue with that metallic blue right over here on the top. That looks really good. I'm really digging that head sculpt. Very cool design right over here. And then here's looking at Omega. You can see it's similar but definitely different, you know. So you can see that, you know, I don't know, they came from the same designer or something, but I really like that nice silver paint. And you're just looking at the back of the head. And then there are some subtle differences between the body molds. Like you can see on the back of Omega over here, we have these little silver panel things sticking out right over here. We don't have that on Carbide, but you can see that we get these kind of Tron-like discs right over here on the back. So that is pretty nifty. And then looking at the front right here, they are pretty much the same, except there's this little notch thingy right over here in the center on Carbide, and we don't have that on Omega. So yeah, other than that, they have the same molding and everything. And I really love the paint apps, man. Again, I love that metallic blue. The teal trim right here looks really good as well. Really digging that quite a bit, man. Hands look pretty good. I love this gunmetal color, and this is all textured right here. You could hear it, so that's pretty neat. You get these discs at the bottom, more of that teal trim, and you get this navy blue color for the butt, and then the legs look pretty good right there. I like that. So yeah, man, looking pretty sweet. And he does have peg holes at the bottom of the feet. And then just looking at Omega again, you know, just having this black with the gunmetal looks really cool. And then having this bright orange color for the trim, just making this whole thing pop, just looks really cool. So I don't know, man. I just really like these designs. This looks awesome to me. Yeah, both of them look pretty cool. I'm curious to know in the comment section below which one is your favorite out of these two. I don't know. I'm definitely leaning more towards the Carbide, but I think they both look freaking awesome. And it's worth mentioning that, you know, around the butt right there, and then some parts of the arms, that the black plastic kind of changes ever so subtly. You know, you can see that there's kind of like this shimmer in the plastic right here, where this is a lot more glossy. So I think that's cool. There's just a bit of variation right there. I like that kind of detail. Now the articulation on the two figures is essentially the same. However, on the Omega figure, you cannot get them to look up like you can on the Carbide figure. And then another thing worth mentioning is that I do feel like at least the shoulder joints have gotten a lot more loose on the Carbide figure compared to Omega over here, and the neck joint does pop off a lot easier on me than I'd like on Carbide. So you can get them to look up and down that much, and you get side to side pivoting right over here, and you can turn the neck and head side to side. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, you can see it just pops off right there, but I could pop it right back on, but it does pop off easier than I like it to. The shoulder joints can shift up and down at the armpit, and they can move in and out for butterfly joint movement. You can get the shoulders to move outward that far, and they'll move down all the way. You could rotate a full 360. You get a bicep swivel in there, and then you get double jointed elbows that bend in all the way. Then the wrists turn side to side, and they hinge side to side or up and down, depending on how you have that configured. You have a diaphragm joint that can turn side to side a little bit. You get some diaphragm pivot, and it'll crunch forward the tiniest bit forward and a little bit more back. Wish it had more crunching right there. The waist crunch moves forward and back about the same amount, and you get side-to-side motion and a greater amount of waist pivoting right here. The hip joints move outward that far, and it'll only kick forward that much. That's a gripe of mine. I wish the articulation allowed the legs to move forward more than that. Oh, I feel like I'm going to really ruin something if I push it more than that, and it won't really go back at all. You get a upper thigh swivel right there. It's like a hip swivel. Double jointed knees, and then the ankles move down. They do move up some. You get side-to-side motion and ankle pivot along with toe articulation. Now to measure out these two figures, it looks like Carbide's just barely taller than Omega over here, but they're both standing at about 7 inches tall. And then for a quick size comparison, we have Carbide and Omega next to the McFarlane Toys Fortnite Cuddle Team Leader and Skull Trooper. Then here's Carbide and Omega next to Raptor and Black Knight, which I haven't reviewed, but I have some of the newer ones to review. If you guys want to see me review Rex and Drift, please let me know in the comment section below. And then here's Carbide and Omega next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Classic Spider-Man, and no stop motion today. I'm getting a little burned out at the moment, so I'll be taking a break from videos next week, but stay tuned for a stop motion compilation video coming up this weekend. So again, I really like these figures. I think they look very cool, and they are very fun to pose around. I do have my minor gripes about the articulation, but it's nothing I haven't been able to manage around, you know? So I wish the joints didn't get loose on the Carbide figure, and the head didn't pop off so much, but I think those complaints are minor, man. I think they look freaking awesome, especially with them facing off each other like this. I think that is really cool. And at the price point of about $20 to $25 each, I'm giving both of these figures a stud rating of...
It's not too bad.
Even though I do like the Carbide figure more, I think they both look freaking cool, man. So I'm curious to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments section below, and hit that like button if you liked the video. Hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell if you have not already. And a big thank you to all the patrons out there making this review possible. I really appreciate your guys' support. If you're interested in the giveaways and the exclusive content, link below. If you want to see the latest in action figure news, you can find it all over at toynewseye.com. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and Stardust. Links to everything in the description below. I'll catch you guys later. Peace!
Posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures every day. I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, it's okay.
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
We're shot, your face is set, we're shot.